It's been a while since I uploaded my last video. My last video is talk about the AI application, its opportunities and challenges during doing sharing session with my fellow colleagues from the local university, particularly R&D, stands for Research and Development Agriculture, Faculty of Agriculture at the local university. And here I would like to share about the kind of short experience it known as the collaboration in between my university, Tadulako University, with IPB University. In this case, under the SPUN Palu edition, it's about to, soil sampling. It's mainly work in the field in order to collect several soil samples in several sites across Palu City. Yeah, and let's deep dive into it. Well, our talk today is about an overview what is SPUN Palu expedition, what it is, and AMF, arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi, and so what is sampling actually is, in particular our research and the terrain. It's really fascinating to talk about the terrain because it also mentioned about the journey that have been done. Yes, thankfully, it's finally we've done it, and successfully, hopefully with the samples too. And before we going forward to that topic, let's discuss about what is SPUN, or like what is actually SPUN stand for. And I did a bit of research. Actually, Society Protecting Underground Networks is the abbreviation of SPUN. And who we are. The SPUN actually is a non-profit organization that works in the special mapping, protect, and harness the mycorrhizal networks that regulate the Earth's climate and ecosystems. So for you all that not familiar with what is actually mycorrhizal, it's kind of microfungi. It's also microorganisms that live in the soil, in the soil, perhaps would say in the roots. And the mycorrhizal fungi networks for the planet Earth advocate for the protection of an ecosystem. Their objectives were to drive innovation in the agricultural climate and biodiversity science. Well, in general, SPUN is basically aimed to collect the AMF. According to their website, it says that SPUN already works with numerous scholars around the world, including from Africa, Latin America, Europe, surely, China, and many more places. So there are initiatives to collect the data, making a huge, covering a planet. But the databases of AMF, arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi networks, around the planet, how big people here from tropical to Arctic, from tropical to Arctic in this case, such a big ambition from them. And it's kind of pretty interesting initiative though, because, that AMF interacted, creating a mutualistic symbiosis with more than 90% of plants around the world. And it's really interesting to deep dive into it. And yeah, it also explore from temperate to extreme. And according to their websites, I got it from their websites, the mapping the global underground networks. So they're mapping this Actually, their objectives were two: AM or arbuscular mycorrhizal and SCM or ectomycorrhizal. There's two types of mycorrhizal in this world that we have known in this time. It is AM and ECM. They actually to explore the distribution of arbuscular mycorrhizal and ectomycorrhizal, as I mentioned before. The fungi to identify biodiversity hotspot and areas with rare endemic fungi that were click. So you could see in their website, and you could see an interactive map here. It's really good for you if you want to test it out. And surely the employs predictor weakness. In this case, perhaps hidden winner or kind of and creating the, in fact, that Indonesia, especially our here, we live in here in Sulawesi Island, or in particular Snapu, or Palu, I mean, here's, you know, it's situated in Wallace line. It's hotspot of biodiversity. It's really interesting to explore. For further information about this, you could looking it perhaps in their website. And as we continue, okay. Well, what did I join this expedition? At first, I wasn't in their group. I hear the information about this expedition from Fajri, actually my close friend. He was say that he wanted to do sampling at the time in Poboya and several places in Palu. And at first, I have no idea actually about this. And intentionally, I was interested on hands-on sampling mechanism because my thesis also works in fungi, but in different sites. My thesis is observes by the diversity, the species. They employ some of testing, including the agronomical testing in single spore culture in mycorrhizal fungi from Aupa Conservation Forest, if I not mistaken at the time. I reside relatively close from my current home as the second reason. I still doing like a Chinese course uh, in this period. Concurrently waiting my graduation ceremony in December will take place in December, and you know AMF or arbuscular fungi most likely I'm most doing wet lab. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I mostly doing wet lab, and I demanding a field experiences, especially dealing with some of terrain and familiarize myself with the Palu terrain, especially in Poboya and also Fatutela. And the most interesting thing that I want, the reason, big why of me, why I participate with this expedition is the collaboration with a fellow colleagues from IPB University. In hopefully I could doing collaboration with them someday. And here about the sampling map, actually my friend and one fellow from geology, yeah, geology faculty, if I'm not mistaken, they made this kind of map using ArcGIS. If we take a look to the map, there's a profiling. There are five profiling. botanic, agriculture, agri-mix in different spots, and mining sites here in the CPM area, Citra Palu minerals, and the 30 plots around Babuya. Quite a huge plot, but it's kind of classic in the settings of microreserve sampling. And standard codings were used to collect the soil samples, and 9-point is plot classic soil sampling are employed in this research, during this research. And about the sampling, here's the plot location. Actually a bit plot twist occurred during the research. At first, I actually interested to join on this soil sampling, but it turned out that the students already satisfied, if I'm not mistaken, satisfied the amount of tools. Like, it's already full of the slot, and I shift a bit to collect mushrooms and documenting them. It's kind of per research, however, but still uses the same plot design. So I work closely aligned with them, and during sampling, we together went to the field together. And the location of this, I want to explain it, but our time is limited. And here's the result of my short experiment observation. Like, I found a lot of variety of fungi, mushrooms in this case, including Ganoderma, Stemotnitis, Serpula lacrimans, and also many others of fungi mushrooms. And the fascinating journeys. Here's we are in a team consists for actually with Dr. Hadian. Yeah, but he took the photograph and like this, and there's no here. There's no him in the frame. So we collect a picture. Here's nearby the bamboo plantation, perhaps. There, collecting soil samples.
There's something.
Okay.
Ini jamur juga loh.
Ya, jamur. Itu memang banyak di Praga.
Belakangnya bagus, kalau kotor kayak belakang ini.
Rumah Somba itu pada I want to zoom in like that. And here we're doing sample collection soil by using according to SPUN protocol. And here's the engineer who doing that. We're looking for mushrooms, jamur. Is there? So today going to observe the microreserve fungi with following the SPUN Society protecting underground statuary. 5. Okay. 5, 6. Today we are in the inside of Paboya mining area, but here is the place where a bit of trees, natural forest perhaps. I would. Ya. Meteran ke bawah. Tidak ada sabab. Sudah sampai? 40 minutes. Itu? Tuh. Oke. Oke. Ya sih, nggak lucu dipanggil orang warlock.
Itu orang bilang tadi kayak apa dia ambil darahnya.
Diuber-uber warlock.
Tapi cek dulu di sana, ada tidak orangnya. Kalau ada orang pamit, kalau ada yang salah.
The sampling of soil is still continuing, and we are in the savannah area. Nah.
Apa?
Siapa tahu aku punya anak Sul, nanti saya kasih tunjuk ke anakmu, ini papamu dulu. Nah. Dengan
Nggak mau nyari tuh.
iya ada.
Cuman ya memang harus di. Makanya saya nyari tuh. Gimana sih kita kata-katain.
Iya. Kayaknya kan lembab tuh. Ternau. Jadi
Dapat lumayan.
bagian dari perjuangan.
Kalau kayak dibilang, kalau rokok ke sebelah kiri, so serius itu.
Masih asap.
Oke.
Slow. Hati-hati Kak Zul.
Mau cepat ya.
Iya, udah waktunya. So we heading back to laboratory. Bapak mencari landscape ya?
Landscape fotonya semuanya.
Oh, siap.
Coba aja. Ganti sendal nih.
Susah pakainya.
Vegetasi. Here's the Canoderma. We collect this. Take picture of this. Yeah. So we crossing the river like this in the Hulu tree area. Let's look to the. Iya, sayangnya kita punya waktu terbatas. Kalau enggak, saya hunting it. So here is. Berarti masih alami ya, bioindikatornya masih banyak ini, Dil. Kan Adil kan? We finish hutan Hulu 3. So here at the dam, I don't know. Ini pintu air guys. Kurang dam. Yes, it is.
Sini.
Ini banget juga ini. Itu udah basah toh? Apa? Ini men, antaranya ini jangan di batu.
Iya, besi itu.
Oke. Go.
Kadur apa? Campuran
Cemaran.
Kemarin. Ya Tuhan, begini Allah. Oke, good. Siap. Oke, good. Hutan cemaran 3. Bambu. Pohon kemiri. Kemudian ini nggak tahu apa.
Jam 1 clear ya.
Berapa menit lagi?
12.52.
12.52. Siapa tahu kalian jadi orang penting, ini ada dokumentasinya di sini.
Mandor ini pengawas.
Siapa tahu nanti ada orang, kalian jadi orang penting kan. Hutan campuran 1.
Biarlah supaya ada bekalnya pulang ke Bogor.
Bayangkan ini anaknya melihat nanti mamanya bawa toki-toki begini.
Marah mamanya ini, Bro.
Kids, this your mom gitu dia.
Enggak, masuk.
Hati-hati.
Kasih miring dia kalau keras tuh. Ya. Sudah pintar dia, Bro.
Mantap memang.
Punya orang itu nggak boleh.
Wih. Our expedition or team. Jangan guys. Itu kawat tak rabe cadamu itu.
Saya cuci motor dulu ya.
Yo.